Happy Friday, Flyers! I'm Mikayla Huffman, and welcome back to the Rundown for Friday, March 12th, 2021. This week is an important anniversary for our school. A year ago, the world and Loyola changed drastically when COVID-19 hit. Our school and our community had to shut down for an indefinite amount of time. We have two reports on how Loyola was affected by the global pandemic. Rose Carmody tells us about how it affected the school and faculty, followed by Olivia Thompson telling us about how it affected our students.
This week a year ago, Loyola was greatly affected by COVID-19. Our students and teachers were sent home to do virtual learning.
When COVID first hit last year and we got the notice on March 13th that we were going to have to shut down and do something, we knew we had to figure out what we needed to do immediately with virtual. We did it basically seamless. As we got to the end of the school year and had graduation and got to the summer to prepare, we knew it was very, very important for us to be able to get you guys back in school, knowing that we would need to offer a virtual option as well. So the teachers got well schooled in being able to do that. But at the end of the day, the teachers did a fantastic job of adapting and getting back in the classroom, but also incorporating the video and the Zoom learning. And then the students also were so resilient. They've had so much taken away from them over the last year and a half. They've been great in being able to work through and do what they need to do to have success. And we are truly blessed to be able to be in school every day.
So some sort of virtual education was in the back of our mind for a couple of weeks. We had talked about the possibility of maybe needing to go virtual at some point, but we really thought it might only be for a week or so. So once that Friday we found out we were going to be out for at least a whole month, we knew we needed to do something to keep up the quality of education that people were used to at Loyola. And we were pretty confident that Zoom was going to be the answer to that. We just spent Monday and Tuesday meeting with our faculty. We taught them how to use Zoom. We talked about the best ways to continue to log into our classes every day, see our students, how to keep that personal aspect of the Loyola education that they were so used to.
I think one of the biggest contributing factors to our success during going virtual when the pandemic hit was our teachers were already capable of going mobile. They had laptops, they had iPads, and they were allowed to come up here to the school. They could isolate themselves in the classroom. Another factor was that the students already had iPads. Since we're a one-to-one school, each of the students already had the tools to allow them to also go virtual.
So last year, whenever everything kind of ended with the coronavirus, what that meant for softball was that we just weren't sure. We weren't sure if we were going to finish on March 13th whenever everything kind of stopped, or if we were going to be able to come back in 2 weeks. And so that meant I had to do something big for my seniors, and we had a great inter-squad game and ended on a really high note.
I was really sweating out career day. That was going to be March the 13th. And every day there was new projections of what was happening. I thought, I got people coming in from out of town. They're calling me. They want to know if they're going to be able to have this thing or not. And I'm going to tell you what, when March 13th came along and we had it, I kind of knew it was going to be the last day of school, but I was so happy to get career day over with because we was really cutting it really close.
Thank you to all the faculty that made virtual learning possible. This has been Rose Carmody.
As we all know, the coronavirus has made an impact on our world. Today we hear how it's affected our students.
So as a freshman, I feel like COVID has been affecting me in many ways because my older siblings came to Loyola and they told me about all the great memories they had, but I just don't feel like I've had the opportunity to have those memories.
COVID's really affected my senior year. It's really sucked because everything has gotten canceled.
I got corona twice and it didn't really affect me that bad, but I was bored all the time because we had to quarantine. I got corona twice and it didn't really affect me that bad, but I was bored all the time because we had to quarantine.
During those months in quarantine, it made me really realize what I took for granted from seeing my friends in school and going to school in general. So it made me learn my lesson of not taking things for granted.
COVID-19 has affected everyone here at Loyola, and we can't really control it. But I'm glad that the school is kind of like trying to keep up and make virtual school and keep the safety guidelines.
Devastating to lose all the seniors and especially lose that season since we had a lot of potential, but this year we've practiced really hard and we have a lot of great things in store.
We are all hoping for a better year as we move through this life-changing event. This has been Olivia Thompson.
I'm glad we're on the road to recovery. After a long delay, Flyers and Buyers finally got its time to shine Wednesday night in the Loyola gym. M. Hussein sums up how we finally got to this event and how things unfolded.
Loyola held their 3rd annual Flyers and Buyers competition in the gym this past Wednesday. Flyers and Buyers is a great way for students to furthermore their business plans. Let's talk to our winner.
I'm really excited about my win for Flyers and Buyers. I put in a lot of work, and it's really cool to get a scholarship and the cash prize. I'd like to thank Coach Landrino for pushing me to do this, and he's been so great with coordinating everything. And if you want to buy my product, it's on aircandies.com.
We were really happy with how Flyers and Buyers went this year. I was particularly proud of our finalists. They each did a great job. There were a lot more students who put in hard work leading up to the event and weren't selected as finalists, but each of them worked really hard for the opportunity to compete in the event. Also, I'm particularly grateful to the buyers, each of our 5 business community representatives. They were great. They asked very insightful questions and just made the event overall a positive for everyone there, and something that we can build on moving forward.
Thank you to Coach Landrino and all of our judges who made this event possible. This has been M. Hussein.
Thanks, Em, and congratulations to all the contestants. Y'all did great. Next week, we have another break from school, and I know I'm excited. Let's see what students have planned for their week off.
Spring break is just around the corner, and I know our Flyers are super excited. I talked to some students to see what their plans are during their time off.
We're going to Dallas.
For spring break, me and John and his dad Kayvon are going to Dubai.
Yeah, we're going to ride some camels and go skydiving.
And we're going to swim with sharks.
Yeah.
For spring break, I'm getting my wisdom teeth out.
Over spring break, we're going to Panama City, and it's going to be super fun.
We're all really excited. We're going to Ruston for spring break.
We're going to go visit all of our friends and tour.
I'm going to Arizona over spring break.
I'm going to Steamboat to ski with some of my friends.
I'm going to the beach, and I'm going with her. It's going to be fun. We're going to Orange Beach this spring break, and we're super excited.
It's going to be fun. I hope everyone has a fun and safe break. This has been Betty Alford.
Thanks, Betty. I'm going to Colorado for spring break, and I know I can't wait. Hope everyone stays safe and has a fun time. See y'all after spring break.
Wait, no, I'm still eating. Okay.
Valentine's Day, we're going free.
And today's Flyer Minute on the Flyer Minute.
Next. No.
Are you videoing?
One second. I'm just taking my gum out.
I
Against Mansfield. No, it's not.
No, North Webster.
Oh,